Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers, Facebook kids. Welcome to another edition of Mary Sky Realty's video blog. I'm Mary Sky. First, I want to share with you this. Little Mr. Moppin's got a haircut. We gave him a couple vinegar baths. His fleas have been down to nothing. We're spraying on some stuff from time to time. Say hello, Moppy. Hello, everyone. I'm here for Mommy Rita. She's depressed. Yeah. So, anyways, I'm just gonna give my little baby here a hug. And for somebody out there, especially if Gabby's watching or late in the morning and watching, Moppy looks adorable in his minion onesie, don't you, Moppy? So let's get down to brass tacks, shall we? So for some of you wondering what's going on, the last video I did was a while ago. I've been so depressed with all the stuff going on, and my neighbor's trying to hold me together. It isn't funny. So the other day, I was having some problems, and with everything going on in my life, I don't talk about my mental well-being. And I thought I'd share it with you all tonight before I climb into bed, and relax. So one of the things I want to share with you somewhere is and I'll get to what's going on. So I did a video a while ago, and Gabby messaged and said she felt sorry, somewhat bad for ignoring. I understand we're all busy, Gabby, so don't worry about it, sweetheart. But my depression's getting bad, and I try to keep it to my. I thought I'd share what's going on now. Several things is going on in my life. All right, one is I'm trying to get ready for this wedding, and I'm trying to get ready for these appointments. I got a therapist appointment on Thursday. I got 3 appointments to do tomorrow. And that means going to town, doing my thing, getting done, coming back, and then Thursday I gotta wear something really nice. So tomorrow evening I gotta actually, dress nicely, shave my legs. I got a razor blade right here, brand new, never used yet, by the way. Chloe, you guys remember the story? I said she was kind of having a temper tantrum about razor blades beginning of the month, and I mean, I care for Chloe dearly, and one of the things that family has been nagging me is I shouldn't just go bend over backwards for Chloe, and you all know the whole story about adult protection services and then CPS, and everything's been kind of depressing me. I mean, for one, I mean we have so much going on, and yet at the same time it's like you know my father-in-law last night, I had a nice conversation with him. We talked about Bibles, which ones are good, which ones are grace-based or grace compared to law. And he recommended a couple I buy, and I'm still toying with a few ideas after Christmas, just buying like 2 or 3 and just having my Bible for Christmas. I have certain ones I read at certain times, so I might be into those. But this video isn't about Bibles, So my family, Tara and Corey, if you guys are watching this, I hope you watch, and I hope you understand that, the depression is a big depression, and it's really big, and so, I mean, like Tara and Corey Tara was talking to me today. I need to be careful what soaps I use and stuff because I get yeast infections pretty easy, and so, I mean. One of my sisters, Jenna, she was saying, I need to go get a bottle for douching. Same with Gabby, I think it was. The problem with getting a douche bottle is, I got to get the douche bottle. And frankly, I haven't gone in. I mean, I could probably go to the pharmacy in town and ask them specifically if they have a douche bottle. And, as a woman, be like, yeah, you got a douche bottle. I got a douche, and be it in a way that says, it's fine. I mean, so Yeah, so the problem I have is not just that, it's depression is killing me because like I said, adult protection services. I'm very proud of Shelby. She told me the other day that she wants me to stockpile her with what do you call it? With sodas. She just wants like Sprite and Gatorade and stuff for her and her kid. She's cutting herself off with the booze, and it made me really happy to know that. And Chloe's already cut me off of booze, but that's the other thing. I mean, if I could have myself a nice bottle of bourbon, I just sit back, pour me some shots, and just relax. But I don't get that thingy because Chloe's like, well, you're mean, or it's not good for you, and I'm not complaining about Chloe. So if Chloe's in the other room or if Chloe's watching this, no, Chloe's kind of right. The bourbon doesn't do me any good. And it triggers me to be more severely depressed, and so I'm trying to stay away from alcohol. But at the same time, I'm basically sitting there, trying to get things done, and it's not easy. I mean, let's just cut the brass tacks. um so basically, Chloe's not at fault at all, and she's right, and there's only certain wines. I mean, if you drink most of the Franzia wine boxes like I have, there's only like two even worth the money. Same with Carlo Rossi, and trying to find Carlo Rossi in the jugs, or yeah, I mean, you can find it at Safeway, but I've not seen it at Walmart, by the jug. I look at it, it's like no Paisano by the box and no Sweet Red. So I'm stuck with, the red one that's really good that I'd love to get my hands on is the fruity sangria. That stuff is really good, but the problem with the fruity sangria is again, I'd have to go buy it, and but I'm trying to cut myself off of it, but there's many things that's depressing me, and Chloe keeps asking, "Oh, well, what is it? What is it?" And I'm not impersonating her or anything. I'm just, I'm tired. So one of the things that's depressing me is, you know, the fact that, I'm proud of the neighbor, by the way, I really am. My other neighbor, she's like, "Oh, Rita, can you let me loan me your dilator? I gotta use one in my snacks so I can make money for my kids' Christmas." I'm sorry, but my dilators are mine to be putting up my snatch, not for someone else to use. You got that? So that's depressing me. I mean, I wish Chloe would just step up to the plate. Chloe's really, Chloe claims to be, my girl. Then Chloe needs to basically step up and say, "Hey, here's the deal. We can't do this and we can't do that." Every time I say no, it's all I'm being pushed. Like today, my depression kicked in because it was like, Can you make phone calls for me, Rita? I need to get out of this city. I need to get out of this town and this island. So can you call up and get me applications, apartments that's available? And I mean, I wish Chloe would just step up to the plate and say, "No, you're causing Rita to be depressed." I mean, not only that, you know, the other depression that's kicking in and Chloe doesn't realize is Christmas is coming. And I'm trying to coordinate Christmas presents for me and Chloe and Shelby and Eli and Maricela and Ham and Belle. Now Belle's present's gonna be ordered on the first. That means that's what she gets. That's it. Early present. The other ones get make him. Now here, Rita, I need to make sure you want sharp panties. Well, I'm not paying $20 a package for underwear either. I mean, that's $20 out of my pocket. I mean, I have a good heart, but my body is just too damn worn out. I mean, literally. And you know, the other thing that's depressing me is Chloe wants me to play my video games more, but every time I try to focus on it, I'm still trying to clear up the budget. I'm trying to clear up everything else. And there's other things, like the budget, and my spreadsheets. I mean, I got a lot of done today, spreadsheet wise, but I was waiting for the mailman because I got dresses coming for Chloe, and then again, it depresses me when I hear people say, well, Chloe doesn't deserve that, does Chloe do anything for you? I mean, it sounds like the DCR from Grant, where they're like, is Chloe doing anything for you? Oh, Chloe isn't? That's really bad. That's really bad. Chloe ain't doing it. Chloe doesn't deserve it. I'm just trying to show my boobies. Chloe ain't doing anything. And then I get depressed when a woman comes on and goes, your facial film was very crappy. Look at me, I have $600,000 in term pay. I'm a real woman, real woman. It depresses me. I mean, look. I know my sister TJ wouldn't even turn around and go, oh, look, Rita, I had $900,000 in surgery. No, I know TJ, if TJ was, there, TJ would turn around and basically say, don't let it get to you. But it gets me when these people sit there and say, well, you're a real man. You're a man with fake face and tits because look at you, you don't wear makeup. And that depresses me to the point where I see all these freaking douchebags wearing over the makeup, and then it depresses me. I was about to go on Facebook and say, you know what, you motherfucking pussies, this is why you fucking pussies turn around and fucking get the Trump, the ban hammer is what we used to call it when we were moderators of Nintendo and other form. The ban hammer, we're gonna ban you, you're gonna be male or female. It's only because all these people sit there and go, it's medically necessary for me to have a 14-year-old face when I'm 80. The evil octogenarian trannies out there don't deserve a 14-year-old face. Now you get these trans men that advocate say, well, it's medically necessary to make them cute. Then you turn around and you say, hey, you fucking date them? I wouldn't date an 80-year-old. Then why don't you fucking quit advocating for someone with a 14-year-old face? I mean, look at it. I mean, in my opinion, I've had a lot done to me. And I mean, literally. And then my hair is turning gray, as you can see. Look at all this gray hair. Gray hair. My entire top is gray. And, family says, oh, you need to come down. We'll get it dyed. And I love my family dearly. I was talking to a lady. Was it today? Might have been yesterday. Anyways, today's Tuesday, right? Yeah. So I called up a place for mental health, and I got it all lined up to go for psychology and psychiatry, so I can get better. And, the thing I'm upset at myself is, frankly, I'm starting to not take it anymore. I mean, the reason the police tried to involuntary me is I had drank too much, but I also was suicidal for 13 weeks. The reason I've been suicidal for 13 weeks is, you got neighbors saying, it's never gonna, Chloe's never gonna change. Chloe's never gonna change. Chloe's gonna ever be, she's gonna be a fucking slob. And, and then I got current neighbors saying the same damn thing. It's driving me nuts. I mean, if Chloe, this is how I see it. If Chloe really wants to make things work and wants to make things where she can truly change, then she needs to basically pull herself by the bootstraps and, and realize, that, then I'm not going to throw her out. I'm not complaining at all. I hope Chloe understands I'm not complaining.
About me right now. I have a lot of issues going on right now. I am severely depressed. I'm scared because I don't know.
Come here. I'm worried too. I was trying to explain. You know what I was talking about. Schmelberg. Basically says
we don't need to be complaining about one another. We need to be right now. We need to be uniting.
I'm not going to unite with these fucking Fruit Loops that basically get facial for. No, I'm not gonna reunite. Cuddle with Moppy.
I don't care. I'm on the line. I'm uniting with these people.
Well, then go ahead. You reunite them. I'm gonna stand my distance because, frankly, I don't give a shit. Okay, my depression says fuck them. The only one I worry about is Chloe. Okay.
Because I've just seen online other people are fearing that they're going to be hauled off to death.
Well, let me go to the bottom line, okay? And this is how I see it. And I was going to talk about Poppy and talk about things, but the thing is what I was talking about in general is, yes, I have massive depression too, Chloe, to the point of no return. Anyways, the point I'm trying to make is when it comes to Chloe and me, you know, yeah, and my depression. And Chloe doesn't understand. I'm talking about me here. This is you guys are my form of therapy. Is I'm getting to the point in my life where, I'm getting to the point where I'm about to just say fuck it, like Ebenezer Scrooge, and say to each their own. I mean, you want something, do it on your own. Because frankly, when I see these trannies sitting there going, "You're not going to erase me," yeah, and they sit there and say, "Well, you shouldn't even worry about it. You're just a man with fake tits and a vag. You don't pass like us. You shouldn't be considered under the transgendered spectrum." That's what they tell me. You know what? They want to say that? Fuck them. I have my own inner circle. They support me. The rest of you can go to hell. Plain and simple. I'm not going to deal with it.
We got people here on the island who, who don't want to wipe us out of existence.
Oh, I know that. I'm just saying in general, one of my stressors, I'm about this close to just staying with Facebook Messenger and staying off of Facebook for 6 months. Just say, fuck it, whatever happens, happens, because I'm to the point in my life where I don't care. I mean, look, if you guys want to say I'm a old man with fucking gray hair and fake tits and a fake snatch, then guess what? You're all fucking men too. That's all you are. And if Donald Trump wants to say you're all fucking men, and you guys want to say I don't pass as a woman because I don't wear makeup, they'll let him all haul you off and take you away because I don't give a shit.
Here's the thing to all you trainees out there wanting to tell someone else they don't pass, they shouldn't worry because they don't pass well enough that they can just go back to be men. You know what? You guys got to fucking stop this shit, because the thing is, believe it or not, we're all being targeted. And it's people like this, trainees like you, are the reason why Trump wants us all dead.
Well,
and the thing is, when it comes to it, when Trump's hauling us all off.
You want me to move? So you want this chair here?
Yeah. The thing is, when Trump's hauling us all off, or his men are hauling us off to our death, are we going to be sitting around pointing the finger at each other and telling each other we don't pass? And are we going to be fighting each other until the time we get gassed to death? Is that going to be the case? Because if that's so, then that's why people want us dead. The thing is, lately, you have these 80-year-old trannies who've been pushing surgeons and medicated Medicare to cover fake boobs, fake faces, and botched up vages, just so they could think they pass, because they're afraid of they say they're afraid of what Trump might do. The reality is, a lot of them, they just want to live up their fetish and be considered a real woman, so they could live their fetish without being considered a freak, and then they go vote for the very same man who wants us dead. And then that's why we're all in danger.
Don't forget the other thing that me and Poppy talked about. It's because of these fucking people sitting here. The Trump's throwing it out here right now is because he wants the votes, because he wants to exterminate us all, because he's tired of seeing these fucking people like fucking Jenner or what's her name, Manning, or all these people getting badgies on the taxpayer's dime. And he says, no, it's a lifestyle choice. He wants to make it a lifestyle choice because he's tired of seeing, and this is where he's coming from, he's tired of seeing the elderly get shit on. They pay their taxes and stuff. Guess what? Oh, I'm sorry, Grandma Chloe, you're 90 years old. You can't have that surgery, but don't worry, we're giving fake tits to men.
Thing is, hey, love, can you give me out Octone to send me on a dining table? So, anyways, back to what I was saying. The reason why this is happening is because you got trannies out there, because there are trannies out there who are going around bragging saying that they're a real woman and shit, and they're actually going and thinking they're better than anyone else. The thing is, look at what's been done in the community. Look at what a lot of you guys have done to each other and did to have this thing pushed. And then the rest of us, we're right in the middle suffering from it. We're gonna be in a spot where we're gonna have to fight for our lives. yes, we'll probably eventually, when that time comes, eventually unite as one, maybe with our allies, and fight back. And show that orange asshole that he's not going to kill us. He's not going to erase us. But after this is all over, we survive. I'm still going to hold that same grudge against the trannies who brought the shit on. These trannies who push for surgeries, I'm holding that same grudge. Because you know what? If Trump wants to erase us, Trump should erase them first. And a message to all you out there who wants to erase us. Look at the ones who's pushing for surgery first. Look at the ones with brick faces. They don't pass. The ones who are old and doing it for a fetish. The ones who are go over like, I'm a real woman. Look at me. I'm a real woman. You have to shut me or I'll sue you. Those are ones that you guys should be genociding before us. You should be genociding them and then give us, at least give the rest of us a chance to prove ourselves. Because I'm not one of the ones trying to push for free surgery and make it hard for like a person with heart disease or someone else, making it impossible for them. No, the thing is, I'm not trying to make it hard for them. I'm actually, the only thing I'm worried about, the only thing I'm actually doing on my insurance is hormones. Hormones and the things that aren't going to drain from someone else's, health care that could be life-saving for them. The thing is, we're being genocided. And if you guys think this is not a big issue, why don't you guys ask any Jew out there whose ancestors went through the Holocaust in Germany during World War II. Maybe we need to hear their story and realize if nothing is done, we're going to suffer the same fate as the Jews did in Germany in the 1930s. And it's not going to be pretty. Do you think they'll execute us or kill us off quickly and painlessly? No. They want to see us scream in pain and agony. I'll tell you this, when that day comes and they go after me to haul me off to a death camp, they're not going to take me to death camp. Because the time they get to me, they're going to find me dead already. Because by the time that happens, and if it does get to that, and I have no way out, I will find a way to get out of it quickly and painlessly. And just say, oh well, life is short. The least I'll get out of it the quick way.
All I want to say is to the trannies out there who sit there and think I'm being a bigot, think, oh, I'm post-op and yada, yada, yada. This is what I got to say to you all. You brought this upon yourself by forcing the doctors to do it. It's medically necessary. Draining the insurance companies where the insurance company has to ask the president to push back. If you just accepted a brick face and having a vagina, it might be better. But no, he wants to basically take it away. Gender is defined by male or female.
And for any of you who are true trans, intersex, my hearts go out to you guys. And I want you guys to stay safe because we're pretty much being brought into a whole mess that we didn't cause. But those non-passable trannies who aren't really transgender, they're actually anywhere between types 3 and up that I mentioned in the types of transgenderism I mentioned a year or so ago. Those are the ones who did this to us. Now, the thing is, how are we going to solve this? What are we going to do? How are we going to protect ourselves? Well, some say that, well, maybe if we attack all those non-passable trannies who try to force their transition on everyone else, what if we went and got rid of them ourselves by taking them in the back alley, stabbing them, wrapping them up in body bags? No, because it will just make it worse, because that will just make us look like we're no better than them, and it'll really, that'll also scar our community. And even if, we get past this whole Trump mess and someone gets him out of office and we survive it, those of us who attack the older trannies, we're going to be hated in our own community forever, for the rest of our lives. Our own community at that point will never want anything to do with us, because they're going to see us as traitors to our own kind, and they're going to see us as people who sided with the enemy. So no, the only thing we could do is just be prepared for it. When it does happen, if we could get out of the country, do that. They'll probably guard the borders of Canada, then go to Mexico, take a boat. Hell, disappear to an island. Let's go to an island nobody's settled before. I mean, at least no government's going to find you there. The only problem is you just got to pray that there's no tribes living on that island who are going to all suddenly gain up and start spearing any outsiders they see. Like, there's this island, I think it's near India or something. It's an island that there's this tribe, a vicious tribe. They kill any outsider that enters. And these people aren't ordinary people. These people have a completely different mindset than the rest of the world. And there's been times over 200 years where explorers and even governments tried to explore this island, and a lot of their people died. A few of them got off alive, and they had nightmares about it. And they saw a lot of their fellow people that went to the island with them that the tribes took. And apparently, eventually, the island was put off as a no-fly zone. No one from outside that island, none of us are allowed to even go near that island now.
Which island is this?
I forget, but they're actually protecting the island.
Is that the one in the Asia,
Because
the cannibals?
Yeah, I think so. But it's actually they believe it's best. Most governments believe it's just best if we just leave those people be and leave them be and let them, live their lives on their island, and let them, because interfering with their lives. And the thing is, I mean, the British at one point tried to take a few of their people to Britain, to try to domesticate them. The thing is, they all died of diseases they were never exposed to that we're immune to. The thing is, when you interact with a group of people that's never been exposed to the rest of the world, it's dangerous for them, because we have diseases we carry that we don't know of because we're immune to them. So we don't even get any effects from them, but we go around those people, they catch those diseases and it shows, and they die, and it spreads like wildfire to them, and it's not pretty. I mean, if you read in history, back when the Europeans came to the Americas, Europeans, they had been exposed to many diseases, and they built the immunities to them, like chickenpox and stuff like that. When they came over to Americas, yeah, they killed off Native Americans by slaughtering them and all that, but the remaining ones who got out of there and fled to hide from the white man, they eventually died off due to diseases that the white man has on them, but they're immune to. The indigenous weren't immune to them. They died. Eventually, the British found this out, and they use this on the indigenous people, not by attacking them. They decide to trick the indigenous and get the indigenous people to think that they want to have peace with them. So they give them a handkerchief as a symbol of peace. But what they didn't tell the natives is that they sneezed on it, they coughed on it, they spitted on it, gave it to the indigenous. The entire tribe got sick and they died. Yes. But let's get back to the point. And I'm not going to talk anymore about tribal people dying of diseases that they never been exposed to that we have. So I'm not going to go further on to talk about tribal people and how they have no knowledge of us, or they don't really take kindly to us. Okay. So, I mean, when the time comes, and say if it does come, the genocide, we got to be prepared. We just got to be prepared, get out of the country, get to a safe place, go somewhere to seek asylum. How long do we have to be there? Probably as long as it takes, until things, clear up. And we don't know when that'll happen. If we can't get out of the country and you don't want to die in their means of you dying, then you just got to accept the fact it's your time to go and just take the hit early. Take the quick way out early. Make your peace and take the quick way out and just make sure it's quick and painless.
My opinion is this, all right? If this happens, I say if it happens, the only ones that have blame for it is you people out there that rammed it down everyone's fucking throat that it's medically necessary. We wouldn't be in this predicament.
Hey, love.
Now,
do you have any tips on how to be prepared for this?
Yes, I would. If you really want to fight and be a resistance, which is highly unlikely that will happen, but if it does, start stockpiling what you need to survive, because that's all I can say. Because otherwise, you guys better be thinking about your future, However, this could just blow up in everyone's face and nothing will happen either, but be prepared just in case. I'm putting together preparedness too. But my main thing is I came here.
But yeah, it's a 50-50 chance he'll just blow up in Trump's face like the military band did.
What I came to talk to you all about today before I got into my tirade is, like I said, you all brought it upon yourself. Because of it, if it wasn't for you guys ramming it down and people like my adopted grandmother who's 94, or even her grandparents aren't getting the health care they need because, oh, we're sorry, Mr. and Mrs. Chloe's grandma. We got to basically cover sex changes over getting you healthy.
Mm-hmm.
And Chloe's getting angry about her own grandparents getting sick. But it's okay because apparently you guys think it's all good that you got to be in the right body over you fucking screwing over everyone. More and more elderly are dying because they're not getting the help they need because of this. That's why the government's pushing back.
You know what I plan to do if I get back on cash? I'm gonna save up some money for that passport in case if I have to leave. I guess we have to leave. I mean, love, we're in a good spot in case if we have to. We're in a good spot, and we'd be safety in no time.
Are you done renting?
And leaving from this point in the country wouldn't be as bad because we're in a good state. We're in a state that actually at least give us leadway.
Well,
so say if you tried for Montana, it may be harder.
Well, anyways, one of the things I want to say is this. All these people, as Chloe said, they're saying, "Oh, I don't pass and I don't do this and that." And you know what? That had to say that basically need to not look down on others. Now, yes, I look down at others, but I was being combative too.
Here's the thing is, we should have been united, and we should have just looked out for each other. And there's another thing. A lot of you trannies, which I forgot to mention this. Let's bring this up. A lot of you trannies out there who are scared about this. A lot of you voted for Trump. You put him in power. So you guys are technically at fault for that. You put him in power just because you didn't like Hillary. You didn't like Hillary, so you put Trump in power because you didn't like Hillary because you're so ass hurt that Bernie didn't win the primaries, and you went with the whole Bernie or bust thing, and you voted for Trump, and now it's backfiring at you guys in the worst way possible.
Well, like I agree. Anyways, like I said, when it comes to my depression, and everything else happening, it's not just this whole thing with this coming up. It's where people turn around and say, I don't pass. Now, I would like to just say something also about this whole ordeal, too, while Chloe just zipped away again, which might be a good thing. And to wrap this up, is when it comes to Chloe's got to realize with this whole shit hitting the fan, one of my depression things is that I'm upset at the fact that the transgender community, they're pitted against each other. You got the ones that say, well, you're not true trans, you're just a cross-dresser with fake tits. Oh, you have a badgie? Oh, you're a man with fake badge. They pit each other against each other. So instead of being reunited, they're basically fractured. It's like the blacks against the whites against the Hispanics against the blacks. It's all fractured, I know if Jenna's watching this or listening to this later, she'll understand what I'm getting. Everything is fractured, okay? We can't pull together. I mean, look, as long as the government's old motto is divide and conquer, well, they've divided and conquered. Now, what I want to say with my depression is this. Not only that, I get sometimes misgendered. The other day, I was like, what the fuck are these? And they're like, oh, they're flesh socks. I go, no, they're fucking implants. I'm a fucking woman, you fuck. I literally almost had to get old lady fired because she kept saying, well, the thing is it's not good. Now, my depression's also because of other issues. Now, I'm just going to go peep out here to see where Chloe is, just here out of curiosity. Back to her computer she goes. One of the things I want to share with you is my depression is also caused not just because of Chloe, okay? Now, the APS thing, CPS, Shelby, neighbors. I mean, I loaned one of my laptops to the neighbor yesterday for a couple days. She wanted to watch baseball movies. So I put in the password. She watched them, and she says, oh, how much is a portable DVD player, Rita? And she was so nice, she gave me a card. Let me read you what the card says. Here's a picture. Shows a woman on a bed with a suitcase. And looking out the window, there's a car. You can see it. Doesn't that look cool? And in it, it says, thank you so much. Your kindness and generosity are so appreciated. Love, Pam, a.k.a. Ham. Ham's a nickname for her because of Belle. Now, my generosity is known on this island because I'm always helping. But the thing is I'm getting to the point in my life where I don't want to help anymore. I mean, yeah, be a good Christian like Ebenezer Scrooge learned, but me, I want to reverse it. The reason for it is Chloe doesn't realize this is my depression is because, I got family that looks, my family looks after me. I mean, I gave ideas to my cousin-in-law, Tara. She's like, oh, yeah, it's a great idea. Yet at the same time, my cousin, he's busy. He's like, check with Tara, and with me, I try to check in with my family. My sister, she's like, hey, you're under stress, try some yoga or exercise or something. Take a walk and clear your head. My aunt's the same way. I get the same. Some of my depression is triggers because of the whole, thing with this whole thing. Chloe's upset. She calls her mom. Instead of sitting there with her new little crappy phone, which I got to show you the crappy phone real quick. Let me get the crappy phone. Actually, I'll share with you something about it. Now, I look at the phone, right, just to be funny. My cousin-in-law's like, you're really pimping. You got 2 phones. Here's my phone. As you know, I went out and bought a new one. Now, I know TJ and Gabby and Lexi, they're all sitting and thinking it's awesome. I finally got something I really, truly love, the stylus. Now, this is what I'm talking about, the crappy government phone. Now, the government phone's not bad. It's actually synced to Chloe's account. Even though it's my phone, I need to have her have it, but funny thing is this, I mean, let me just put it this way, okay? Look at this. And then I'm going to turn mine on just to be funny for a second, okay? There you go. Mine compared to Chloe's, okay? The screen's about 5 inches, whatever. As you can see, the thing is just humongous, but it does the job, okay? This is just, it's too funny, okay? It is just too funny. Now, one of my depressions is I was waiting for the mail coming. I got package coming for Christmas. This came in, and I was so excited. I thought about synchronizing it to my account, but I realized, Chloe's going to be carrying this thing here. Now, the first phone I had was 3G. It didn't really do well, okay? It was a piece of junk. The second phone I got was 3G. It loaded up and had like 50 emails when I got it. This is after Chloe went to the mental hospital the 3rd time. This phone, there's only a couple differences in it. It's got a faster processor, but I had to clear out some of her RAM, and then down here, one of the things I laugh at is, and Chloe's like, yeah, this is great, is this. It's got a mobile thing and it's got a hotspot. Now, when you turn the hotspot on, it'll tell you exactly what your password is, etc., etc. So you can tether this to a phone. Now, Chloe was talking about cash assistance. Now, let's just cut down to the BS and the cash assistance for a second. Now, let's just turn the volume down on this phone down to, there we go, alarm only. There we go. So, basically, what has happened is, when it comes to this phone, is I got it, and I know Chloe wants a great phone like I have. My LG. The reason I got this is because I paid $25, gives you unlimited minutes and text. The only thing it doesn't give is that. So she's got 2 gigs of data, so she's gonna put earbuds in and listen to music until the whatever runs out. Now I gotta get into my game, so eventually. So I've got to make something to snack on tonight, but let's just cut to the brass tag. Now, the depression also is causing it because, not just because of this, but Chloe didn't mention that a lot of transgender people out there like to use and abuse me. Plain and simple. Now, a lot of people sit there and say, oh, Chloe. Well, one of the things is I'm expendable, apparently, to the neighbors. One of the neighbors wants me to make phone calls and all this crap. It's like, she had to tell me outside while I was waiting for the mail that she wanted me to do this. I'm sorry to say, but in my opinion, it's not a good idea. Plain and simple. I mean, I'll do it only because, she wants out of here because of whatever reason. But in my opinion, I'm getting to the point in my life where, so the more, this is like a backup phone, and so for me, as my family, it's a backup, but this is my true phone right here. This is my phone. Now, if it ever broke, I'll just go buy another one of these because, frankly, I think it is really
my short tweet.
On what? Facebook?
No, Twitter.
I don't have Twitter.
No, just go on my computer and read it. Just come out here for a second.
Hold on. Why don't you sit here and I'll read the tweet?
It's the very first tweet on the top of my page.
All right.
On Twitter. Anyways, so I was just looking at my tweet because I did post a tweet about what I was talking about the last thing I was talking about when I was talking. It was about the transgender people who voted for Trump because they were ass hurt that Bernie didn't win the primaries, and they were just so obsessed with making sure Hillary didn't get elected. All because they were upset. And look at what this has led us all into. For all you trans who voted for Trump, do you guys regret your vote now? Do you guys realize, what this has led into? Do you regret it now? Because it's just going to get worse. And the thing is, and this is exactly what the Bernie or bust movement led us into. And I've been telling people on Twitter about this 2 years ago, before the election. I've been telling people about the whole Bernie or bust thing was just going to blow up in everyone's face, and it was going to screw us all over. They didn't listen. They didn't listen because, oh, it's not going to affect me. It's not going to affect me. Oh, yeah, it will if Trump gets in power. Now look.
Anyways, back to it's a good thing you made. Good. Poppy told me I should get into Twitter myself. He said I should download it on my phone. Yeah, I had one a long time ago, but I don't remember how to access it. There we go. Anyways, I might just download Twitter to my phone just to use it when I feel like it, but I don't even know what I want to Twitter about, Here we go, install it. Alright, so there we go. So anyways, I'll set that up. I'll have Chloe help me set it up on here on the computer here. So, well, let me just say for the record before I go, that, one of the things is Chloe, come here a sec. You never came and confirmed or denied by what I was trying to say. It's always a hold on with her. When she gets into something, it's like... All right. So, anyways, let's see. How do we do this? Get started. All right. It says email has been already taken. Well, then what do we do?
So, did you ever start a Twitter account?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Well, and try logging off the email.
Forgot password.
Yeah, but forgot password, and it'll be sent to that email.
Okay.
You check your email, and you reset from there.
All right, reset from my computer, I guess.
And let this dog be a dog.
Anyways, do you agree?
Did you show him on video yet, Moppy?
Yeah.
Yes. Who's watching this video? Nobody.
Not right now, but when I upload it onto the live feed, then it will. So.
Moppy.
It says check my spam folder.
And just to let you guys know, I wasn't making any threats to anyone. I wasn't making any threats to anyone. I was just pointing out possibilities of reality.
It says I'm not
of what we're up against and what's going to happen. The thing is, we all may not be alive much longer.
So it's telling me I can't get my email because I'm not connected to the net.
What the fuck?
Yeah, well, let me check my phone. It might load up through the phone. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. So, anyways, one of the things I wanted to share with you all is, when it comes to being a tranny, right, or intersex as I am, a lot of people out there think that Well, I guess Chloe's gonna have to figure this
Yeah,
out
that's
for
right.
me. Okay, yeah, let's see.
I can.
Yeah, allow. You might want to change my photos and stuff, and figure out how to change.
Okay.
Anyways, what I wanted to share. Oh, yeah.
Yes, that's correct.
No, whatever. So,
Yes, that's correct. Okay.
so, anyways,
Gotta figure this out on the mobile level. The profile.
well, I can always load it on
Edit
this
profile.
computer.
Watch this.
So basically, what I want to talk to you about real quick is, do you agree, Chloe, that because I'm intersex or in the transgender spectrum, that I'm being used and abused by people because these people, like the neighbor, wants to use and abuse me without basically doing anything for themselves?
Yeah.
So we're expendable.
Just look at. I mean, we're both intersex and we're both in danger.
Well, exactly. So, okay. So the last part of my discussion will be on my depression. Besides this whole thing about Trump, is the genociding and everything else. Is, like I said, Chloe's new phone. It's small. Look at it.
No, does that picture look good, or you want?
Yeah, that looks great. Yeah, that looks great. So, anyways, the thing is comparing it with that, but the final depression part is this.
Do you want to change your location to Friday Harbor?
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, so
I don't use the location. I just remain anonymous.
No, well, then remain anonymous. So technically, the last part I wanted to say to you all is I wanted to say, besides the depression, is I want to get this down because we've already, between me and Chloe, we've almost went 52 minutes. And my video was supposed to be short and sweet, and I was gonna grab me a snack and then walk Moppy one last time and go to bed. So one of the things I want to share with you all is that I love every one of you and etc. But when it comes to things going on with my depression, it's not just depression of politics, okay? It's also the depression of seeing Chloe.
All right, you know what?
See,
I'm going to put some hashtags. Okay, what's about you? Let's say you want to put what are you on your bio?
I'm a gamer. I'm a minister. I'm into. I have questions. I can. So the bottom line is
Okay, I got it.
So
I spell minister.
Minister.
I found it.
So the bottom line is
Gaming minister and what?
I'm a RPG gamer. I'm a minister. I'm a gaming girl. The point is the thing I'm trying to say to all of you out there, out of love, is when it comes to
gamer, minister, and what else do you want to be?
I'm an RPG gamer, JRPG gamer.
Well, I just put gamer, minister, and what else?
I'm a Shih Tzu lover. I love Shih Tzus. YouTuber, yeah. Anyways, bottom line is, before I keep getting distracted by Missy here, she knows me too well. She should just do the hashtags, now, so I can finish this up and grab a snack. Is when it comes to my whole thing about depression is, I'm depressed also because the neighbors are using me, and I try to stop it. And then people say, "Oh, you have a gold heart." And then you got Chloe, that's depressed, and yet, I hear family members. My family member. This is what depressed me. Okay, my father-in-law turns around, and I wanted to get to this because I don't want to forget it. Turns around last night and he says, "Rita, let me give you a bit of advice." Now, there's two ways of looking at this for Chloe. Now, they're claiming Chloe's abusing you, not just mentally, but financially.
What else do you want to stand for on Twitter? Like, you want to do activism? You want to get active on Twitter with activism, or what else do you want? Do you want to add hashtags?
I don't know. You know me better than anyone. I just want to be activism, so.
You want to put let's see.
So bottom line is, back to Poppy for example. turns around and tells me, Chloe either needs to be rubber stamped Social Security, which a lot of people say, well, Chloe's faking it, or Chloe needs to be hospitalized in a mental institution where she's taken care of. Now, a lot of people out there turn around and they say, well, you shouldn't be taking care of her. Now, $25, yeah, this is what it cost me next month.
What's your YouTube
free.
website?
Mary Sky Rita Lee.
I don't have to. Well, we can do that later. You can copy and paste.
So the bottom line is for everyone out there, when it comes to me, is my depression is also because you hear these idiots turn around and say, well, you need to get rid of Chloe and you're better off. Well, I have some people that say get rid of Chloe, get rid of Chloe, get rid of Chloe. I get other people that say, Chloe will never change. Now, a lot of family members say the same thing. Others say the same thing. Now, when it comes to the cash assistance part, here's how it works. I called up the people today. I changed out all Chloe's info yesterday. And the ones in the cash assistant part is supposed to go to Mount Vernon. It is sitting in Moses Lake. Now, we got a hold of our caseworker, and he's like, Chloe who? Oh, Viola? Oh, yeah, we closed it out, and it's in Mount Vernon. But why is it in the computer saying he looked up? Oh, well, it's got to be a glitch. It's not a glitch when the guy basically is holding on to Chloe's availability to basically even get a hold of Chloe's, So basically what they're saying is Chloe basically is, so Chloe, he's like, oh, well, he's saying go to a mental hospital. When you can get your benefits restored. You can get on meds. You can follow the treatment. She already went 4 times. There's something that does not, something ain't stirring the Kool-Aid, right? As Toad Loke would say. But anyways, before I go, everyone, my depression's also because, I hear all these people sit there and say, well, if it wasn't for Chloe.
I got it.
Well, if it wasn't for Chloe, if it wasn't for Chloe, it wasn't for this, wasn't for that, we wouldn't be in this mess. And so some of you out there, say, well, I deserve my depression. Well, the other thing is I'm getting up there in age where I just can't handle everything at one time. I mean, look, mailman's delayed. Gotta wait. This is supposed to be delivered Friday. It comes in Tuesday. Why? Ferries are delayed. Oh, well, I got packages coming. I got rings coming. I got other things coming. I got other things coming. And then, on top of all of that, I got people sitting there saying, oh, well, you need to do this, you need to do that, you got to do this. And then with the wedding, I'm doing it for free. But, I was hoping they would be like, oh, here, so I'm getting ferry fee. That's fine by me. But, me and Chloe were hoping we'd have a nice little snack out, or, something or other. Instead, it's different,
Okay.
So, but my depression's also because, honestly, and Chloe knows this. Huh?
You got only 8 followers. You're following 12 people. You need to follow more people. All you have to do is you can search for who to follow, or you can search. Yeah, you can follow some of the people I follow or some of my followers.
I'd rather. Poppy said I need to follow somewhere else,
Why not me?
He said I need to follow some ministers that he recommends. Yeah. Okay, so I'm following Chloe right now. Alright. Nah, I don't even know how to use this. Oh, yeah, so Moppy's there in the picture.
Yep. Yep, is on your wallpaper.
So the last tweet I did is had a decent dinner. Yeah, that's nice to know. That seems stupid.
Oh, yeah.
I'll have to figure out how to do this. Tweets and replies, media.
Yeah, you're still hashtagging and stuff you look into.
Yeah. I joined in October of 2009.
Yep.
Oh,
When was the last time you were logged in on it?
November 13th, 2013.
Oh my goodness, 2013.
Well, I'll have to figure something to tweet. Maybe I'll tweet something, you know.
Yeah, I'm back into Twitter. I'm figuring instead of, trying to push my anger out, with verbal, with verbal anger against, certain organizations, because that's gone. I'll just vent it out on Twitter. I'm just going back to activism on Twitter, especially more so than ever. Of course, being, soon for you know it, I mean, like my Twitter page, soon for you know it, my Twitter page will be a page of, it'll be a page that no longer posts tweets because it'll belong to a person who's gone. It's just that's how it is. That's the reality of it, is that, it's a 90% chance that we may not survive this. Isn't that right? 90% chance that we may not have longer to live.
Yes.
And it's not just trans people that's going to be, that's going to end up falling victim to Trump. He's going to get rid of all LGBTQIA. Then he's going to get rid of everyone of color, everyone who's poor, who doesn't make enough money. Trump's going to end up genociding them. Then he's going to go after people who are overweight. Then he's going to go after the elderly, the people who have retired, who are elderly and are in, are in senior care centers and stuff like that. A lot of people, soon before you know it, you're going to see your grandparents being hauled off to camps. Your own grandparents who, when you were little, they used to give you all sorts of cookies, take you out for ice cream, give you all sorts of goodies and treats, and always shared their wisdom with you when you were a kid. And then you go and vote for a dictator, and that dictator now has his police, his secret police, haul your grandparents off, and then your grandparents get slaughtered by them. And Trump's just sitting there laughing at your grandparents' dead body while you voted for him. The very same grandparents who cherished you when you were a child. The grandparents you just were so anxious to see when you got out of school on a Friday to go spend a weekend with them. I know how it is when when we were children, we went to see grandparents, we were excited, because, they always, want us to have fun, and we don't have to worry about, the pressure put on us that our parents put on us. And for you older people out there, or if Trump genocides the elderly, those could be your parents that he's going after, your parents who are elderly, the parents who raised you, gave birth to you. They raised you and taught you as a kid. They provided housing for you when you were a child, adolescent. They've always supported you. They've taken you to like Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, karate. They've taken you camping. They've taken you to practice, what sport you played, like baseball, football, softball, track, when you got into high school and stuff. The same parents who helped you get into college. And same parents who were there on your wedding day, who helped pay for your wedding because they want to see you be with the one you love. And then the very man you voted for takes their parents away because they're too old to be alive, in his opinion. They're too old and too poor. And then your parents are nothing but a memory. He's also going to go after the disabled people. You have disabilities, he'll go after you for that. You're Jewish, he's going to go after you for that. You're Mormon, Jehovah's Witness, atheist, Wiccan. If you're Muslim, of course, if you're Muslim, he'll go after you for that. If you're Hispanic, if you're an immigrant, he's going to go after you if you immigrated here. Even if you're white, even if you're from a country, if you're from a European country that he hates, it doesn't matter how white you are. If he hates that European country and you immigrate here from that country, he's going to come after you. You know, that's just how it is. I mean, that's what he wants. The thing is, we must be politically active, and we must get people to vote and flip this house. Flip the house. At least we could do something in a ways of, at least we'd have a better chance of stalling anything he tries to do. Because if we don't flip anything, we might as well just try to find a new home in another country and put our lives in the United States in the past. If we just let him get his way, we might as well just put the lives we've had in this country in the past. Like many immigrants who came to this country 100 years ago to escape religious persecution from Europe. They put their European lives in the past, came to America to escape the persecutions. Now here we are, fearing that we might have to escape the United States and immigrate to other countries to escape that very same persecution. And the sad thing is, the very people who are wanting to kill us, the very people who want to genocide us, these people have forgotten their ancestors, and they've forgotten why their ancestors came to this country. And this even goes for Trump too. The reason why their ancestors came to this country is because they were persecuted in their home country. They came to America to feel safer, to feel freer, to a country that will respect them better. But yet, eventually, future generations from their family forget about that. They've forgotten all about it, and then they become oppressors of the country they're in. I mean, what's going to happen if we leave the U.S. to escape for asylum? We go to another country. What is it? Is our great-great-grandchildren going to become the next dictator of that country? I mean, what would you think that the Trumps that came into America from Ireland, right?
Mm-hmm.
If they saw the future of what Trump did to America, found out that he came from their bloodline, do you think they'd be shitting themselves?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you think if they saw that video, if they saw all the shit he's doing back, and they saw it back then, do you think they would turn around and get on another boat back to Ireland? They probably would. They'd probably get right back on that boat and go back to Ireland. Or actually, if you show it to them while they're in Ireland, they'll probably stay in Ireland. Or maybe they'll teach our kids to use condoms. Maybe the drunk guy that came into America from Ireland, maybe he'd baby his son up to the point where his son doesn't know how to get a girlfriend, and his son lives his whole life lonely and never had kids because nobody wants someone with a last name like mine. I was going to change it, but nobody liked me because everyone picked on me because I lived because I was cooped up in my mom's kitchen, I was cooped up in my bedroom by my mommy and daddy. I mean, seriously, this is I don't want to die, or I don't want to die at this age. I know you don't. Think of the bright side, love. At least you lived longer than I did. If he genocides us, at least you got to live 10 more years than I did.
Me?
Yeah.
Anyways,
You got
this
to live
video's
extra 10
gone
years.
almost 1 hour and 15 minutes. I gotta get Chloe to figure out how to add on my computer the Twitter followers that my father-in-law recommended through an email. So that'll be her job, you know.
Did he
She
email
does.
you the links?
No, he emailed me their names.
Okay.
They're all ministers.
I mean, you search the names on the search bar. It's not that hard.
So you want me to do it? So, fine, whatever.
I will do it. I could do it. Not a problem.
Anyways, back to my depression real quick. What I was trying to say to you all is I'm kind of upset at the fact that when it comes to me, you know, being depressed, you know, it's not just about me or politics or whatever. It's more about um my mental stability. Just listening to these people are making me sick, but also it's also making me sick to know that I have other depression coming in, and that's what I wanted to talk about. But instead we got you know, you know, is, you know, moved around, and I wanted to share that with you. So I'm trying to find out where Poppy sent me that email. What? What? You don't accept this. You know, the way you spelled it has the meaning of it's excluding something. Instead of, I know what you're trying to mean. You're trying to mean like accept it, like, you know, embrace it. You know, I know what you mean. I'm just laughing because it was just, all right. So one of my depression things is you know, like I said, trying to get is my depression is pretty bad because um you know, I'm trying to get cope with everything, and was there more than one? Gee, I thought there was. I guess I'll have to have Poppy tell me about that one. I guess this isn't the one. Oh, I'll have to ask him about that. But anyways, my depression's also caused because of other issues, you know. And the depression is because you know, like I said, with everything going on, no cash assistance for Chloe, that I'm and you know, no cash um and everything else going according to non-plan, you know, with me having heart disease and um everything else, you know, my stress is going through the you know, oh gee, gee, Poppy, that's pretty cool. And so with Chloe, you know, with everything going on with Chloe, you know, with her asking the same questions over and me having all these problems, you know, with my, you know, having them say, oh, well, take her to the emergency room. Or, you know, it's like, why should I take her to the emergency room and have the taxpayers paying $10,000, $20,000, you know, for, you know, you know, so, and so, sorry if I'm looking. I'm trying to put this in. Chloe's just like, go do it yourself. So, and then so, you know, one of the things I wanted to say was I love Chloe dearly, you know, and oh wait, I just put that in, huh? You see, didn't it have some on the bottom? Mm, yeah, that's cool. So basically, I'm kind of worried because you know I'm getting up there where with everything going on in my life with a bad heart and being pushed here and pushed there, and it's like, can't someone just let me have a bit of rest, without complaining, or even once in a while doing things, and so there's only. All right. So basically, I wanted to say my depression's caused because of many things, and one is trying to maintain this place that's not doing okay, and then trying to maintain some sanity is not easy, So let me just check my Twitter real quick since I've now got it set up. For right now, Bobby said every morning you read something new. It's like a little newspaper, so hopefully I can get that. Let's see. What's this? Lists. So I just thought I'd share that with you all. So so I got 9 followers and 48 following. So I'm following 48 people now. Now if I can just figure out my followers, does it show what it is? If I just go down here, we're good to go. Hmm. All right. Well, yeah, I wonder if I can find that one. All right. Well, anyways, like I said, my depression's caused, and my computer needs to cool down. So my depression's caused by, everyone putting so much on my plate, and not having enough time for myself, and um, doing everything for everyone, and then hearing people say, either put Chloe in a mental hospital or get Chloe on cash assistance, or, but then you got these people turning around saying she's not going to get cash assistance, she's going to be not getting mental help, she's done, she better move out of the state. So it's just been a big mess, and my depression's been kicking in. So with that said, everyone, I hope you can stay tuned for um, another video later. I hope to hear from you sooner or later. So please look forward to watching this video. Thanks for subscribing. Please add and subscribe. Please post comments. Please leave feedback, suggestions. Keep it nice is all we ask. And thanks for watching. Everyone, hit that like and subscribe button. It's wholesome, funny, and for the family. Thanks for watching Buttercups.